So, having come to the borough of Kingston in London, I thought I'd confuse matters by reading something about the other Kingston. Blue mountains, black coffee, grey matter, white light. The one place to buy picture postcards in Kingston is at duty-free shops in airport departures. You can only speak of this country after you've left it. You can only picture it in the bank of clouds under your aeroplane wings. Six-year-old boy in a spotless white suit and bow tie, walking to a funeral at the Baptist church, treads gingerly so no trench-town mud earths the electric brilliance of his trousers. Camera Brathwaite says, people of the Caribbean have had to nativize what we brought with us. We have created ancestors in alien soil. If you do not water the sugarcane saplings, they wither and die. If you water them, they grow up to be hacked down by machete on the plantation. There is no way not to make this choice. If you walk away or don't even learn about them, you choose to support whatever the planter decides. Babylon of my skin. Donna Hope writes about dancehall as a space for remaking identity. She teaches at the university that stands on the old Hope sugar plantation, whose masters forced their name upon the enslaved there, to which name Donna Hope gives back the meaning. Mutabaruka says, there are no ancestors here. We are our ancestors. As a child, Owen Gray would slide under his bed and pluck at the bed springs to test their diverse pitches, playing as an instrument the vehicle that he rode into a dream. Grew up to play keyboard on the Fawkes Brothers' 1960 single, Oh Carolina, bringing a scar to the masses, the rhythm of bus suspension springs on a potholed road. Imogen Queenie Kennedy says, I do me 21 days at the cotton tree root and I come out an African queen. Steely and Cleary's 9-night version uses the rhythm from Kumina funeral rites. They couldn't find percussion with the right resonance until they thumped the wooden sideboard of their mixing desk, using the studio itself as a drum to keep the dead dancing wherever the rhythm is played. Ironmongery in the shape of a spider's web, over a tiny window in Trenchtown, or on the gates of a mansion in Mona, saying, Anansi, don't come inside, but stop here and catch whatever badness might fly into this home. The Okompong Maroons Gumbe drums were made from worn-out stools. Holiness of the Ashanti King's gold seat and Duhu ritual stools of Jamaica's indigenous Taino, now dispersed in rhythm so that not only king or priest but whole villages might enthrone their hearing upon high. Rocksteady guitarist Lloyd Parks says the first musician must have been self-taught. Parks forgot that sometimes ancestors learned from descendants, or from listening to water that drips off leaves in cloud forest atop Blue Mountain Peak. The sculptor Edna Manley arrived from England, spent decades excavating African forms from blue maho wood, finally carved herself into Jamaica. Babylon in my voice. Kingston House of Correction's south wall stands over the road from the waterfront. Punishment here is not to know whether each roar heard is a wave or a passing cement truck. Dennis Al Capone used a sardine tin as the base for the preamp of his first sound system. Smell of fish never completely washed off of the metal. Partygoers were submerged in sound waves full of slippery forms that flashed through dancehall darkness. Denzel Forrester, the artist, enters the dance hall, begins to sketch, one image per track, himself dancing as he illuminates calligraphy of jubilant limbs, and as in dance each spontaneous gesture once there cannot be erased, only coloured over by the next, until his sketchbook weighs heavy with sound. Tick one box. The only good system is A, a sound system. B, a nervous system. C, a weather system. D, an ecosystem. E, a solar system. If Dub is the engineer as musician, then the Kingston Dub Club on a Sunday night, high above Papine, with Kingston's galaxy spiralling 4 light years below, is the dance hall a space capsule, air thick with bass suspending dancers in zero gravity. The easiest way to spot a John Crow circling above you is to keep your eyes on the ground and watch out for its shadow. Babylon all round my heart. The gleaner, the star, the observer, their many equations of Kingston with hell, their blaming of high crime rates on idolatry, pulped to create papier-mâché effigies of manatees swimming aloft through the nave above airport concourse. White is the nun-colour of death into which the entire spectrum of us will meld. Life, on the other hand, is prismatic. Savaku the heron turned into a star, guiding Taino canoes whose to and fro voyages stitched the islands into archipelago, until Columbus's keels tore this fabric apart. Children playing on the disused railway that leads westward from Tivoli Gardens. Rock-steady rhythm of trains lost among undergrowth as the backing tracks for Arrowhead Warbler songs. Blue heron, white water, green ferns, rainbow sky. Savaku.